Welcome to Let's Face It. I'm Lorraine Croston, wellness coach at Eating Evolution. Today's guest is Jenny McKee of Creating Inspirations. Jenny is a host, a speaker, and facilitator whose main focus is to help women to find more joy, creativity, breathing room, and space for the new. Essentially, it's to find more time to take care of themselves and to realize their dreams. And welcome.
Thank you.
I'm really glad you could come, Jenny.
Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks for inviting me.
Jenny, there's studies that are, and any number of studies that say that as women age, they become less and less happy. Mm-hmm. And the weird thing is that as men age, they become happier.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they're making us miserable. No, of course not.
Well, no, I think that the thing is women, as women, we have so many roles in our life. And often in our younger years, we're so busy being those roles, like being a good mom, being a good wife, being a good daughter. And we take on all these roles that we kind of lose who we are. And we forget what it is that makes us happy. Most people don't even know what makes them happy or what brings them joy. Mm-hmm. So I find that a lot of women are, as they get older, they're starting to go, hey, is this all that there is to life? Maybe it's time for me to put a little bit of time into myself, and they're wanting to feel happier.
I have to admit, until, very recently, I was open to the whole idea of dream boards. And,
Mm-hmm.
I spent 15 years in IT. It's black and white. It's zeros and ones.
Yeah.
And to me, the dream board concept was
A little bit
flaky as heck.
out there. Yeah.
However, I have been to your workshop, and the life changes, and you come around and you become a little bit more open to alternative ideas and energies and vibrations and all the rest of it. Mm-hmm. You work with a lot of women, and what do you see a shift, or what do you see happening when they do these dream boards with you?
I think most of the times when they do come for the Dream Board workshop, they have it in their mind of a certain intent that they're working on. I want to do a health board, I want to do a business board. And I do teach them specifically, we can do it separately, but a lot of times they come and the underlying thing is how they want to feel. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing is they want to feel happier. They want to feel more excited to get up in their day. And they want to have more of that in their life. So the dream boards are kind of a tool for them. It gives them that visual representation of the things that they want more of. So I always tell people it's not the thing that you want that you put on the board, it's the feeling that comes along with it. What's the deeper reason that you want that? And then all of these feelings come up to it. And that is the energetic vibration that you want to attract. It's the feelings that you want to have.
Well, that's really good. That's actually really profound. And I have to admit, when I did the workshop, I went in thinking, I'm going to concentrate on my business. Mm-hmm. That's not what came out.
Yeah. Well, the feeling that you have inside you, in your soul, basically, is the feeling you're going to take, whether it's with your family, out in your job, or in your business. So really, people talk about personal development and business development, but you have to be working on your own self and be able to be confident and feeling good on who you are. And those are the feelings, like you said, you want calm and comfort, and those, you want to have that when you're in your business, when you're with your family, and it spreads out into all areas of your life. So when you're calmer and more grounded, your business is only going to do better because it's going to feel you being calm and grounded.
Well, then you're not frantic.
Yes,
frantic
exactly.
Never really
that never works. That never works.
Do you find that there's a common kind of aha moment that you might have seen as a thread when you get people who do their very first dream board?
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest one is that people they've never really thought about how they wanted to feel and what dreams, or what they've never felt that they had the permission to take what they truly desired and put it onto a board and have the image to represent what it is they want in their life. Because a lot of times we're sort of told, that's too big of a dream, you can't have that, that's never going to happen. And it's
either the internal little demons in your voice, in your head, or the people around you that say, that just won't happen.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And when you were saying about older women, as we age, we start believing all of the things we've been taught, right? And all the media and the messages and the things that we've heard over the years, it all starts to come down on us, and we think, that's not possible. I'm not going to be able to do that. I figure, well, if it happened for somebody else, why not me? Yeah.
When you're talking about the older women, what I find is happening with me after a certain age, what I found was that the reactions that I would have to certain things, I could literally trace it back to a specific incident of when I was growing up.
Absolutely.
And it's the message that you got from people around you, your parents, your siblings, your teachers or whatever. And knowing and being cognizant and aware enough to say, oh, that doesn't need to affect me anymore.
Yeah.
And maybe that's part of the whole dream board thing, is that it brings you, maybe that journey is a little bit faster or sooner.
For sure. Well, it really, it's putting your intentions out to the universe, basically, and saying, this is what I like. This is what I want more of. This is what I'm going to focus my time on, because the law of attraction is what you focus on comes back to you. So if you're focusing on, how crummy your job is and how you're never going to be happy and, really your clothes don't fit and, you're focusing on that, then you're going to have more thoughts along that way. The dream board is a way to keep you on track. It keeps you, that GPS, it focuses you back to, how do I want to feel? Well, I want to feel excited. I want to feel happy. I want to feel confident in my day. And when you're looking at the images and the words that resonate with you, it's going to give you that reminder to keep that focus on in the day. So it's kind of a way to ask for what you want, right?
Now, as I mentioned, I've done one of yours. Is that it?
Is that
you want to go away?
No. No.
Or is that just a way to keep me coming back?
That's the way I'm going to keep you coming back. No. I've done dozens of dream boards. And, a lot of people have said, well, if you haven't checked it off and if it hasn't come true. And I said, no, because they all have different times in my life that they've come along. I've done dream boards when I'm confused about something. I'm trying to make a decision, where it's like, I start pulling out the pictures and your subconscious and your soul knows what images resonate with you. It knows what you really need. So you may think you're going to have all these pictures, but when you start pulling it together, you sort of see, it gives you some clarity. And I found that with the dream boards, it really sparks within a lot of people, just of seeing the possibilities that are out there, right?
Yeah. It just brings out a different dimension, which is
Absolutely.
really quite... It's a fascinating thing to have happen because you don't expect it.
Yes.
What would be your typical clients? Who do you see come through the door?
My business is I work with women entrepreneurs and women in business. That's typically who I'm working with because they're, you are one of them, right? I'm one. And so I understand that. And it's knowing that, I have a dream for my business. What do I want to do with it? And a lot of the stuff that's holding us back from taking the steps that we need in our business is our limiting beliefs and our self-talk and all the things that we, of what could go wrong. And I'm very much a believer in possibilities. But when you dream it, dream big. When you believe it and believe that you're worthy, anything is possible. And then the last one is become, because you can become anything you want to be. Really, there's no limits. Right. The only limits we have is our own self. While
the workshop is going, you talk through.
Yeah. We talk about
here's your intention. This is what you should be. Let the energy flow and all the rest of it.
Helping you to kind of get over the block of a lot of times people going through the magazines and they're looking for a specific thing and a very thing. And I said, if an image catches your eye for some reason, oh, that looks great. Oh, but it doesn't fit into my business growth category that I'm wanting to focus on today. But you're flipping a couple of pages, but you're still thinking back to that picture. Go back and take the picture out, because there's a reason your body resonates with it. There's an energetic vibration that says, yeah, I like that. I don't know why, but there's something about it. And then, like you said, when you start pulling out the pictures and putting them all together, you're like, oh yeah, now I know why I picked that. It actually goes with this thing that I had already chosen, right?
As I mentioned a little bit earlier, we were talking about dream boards, and I went, yeah, it's a little bit new age, artsy-fartsy, whatever terms. What do you say to the skeptics on, when you tell them, oh, well, this is what my business is.
But, and I was telling people, oh yeah, I'm starting a business doing dream boards. And they were like, what? And I'm kind of that type that if you tell me I can't do something, then I'm going to go opposite of it. But for the people that don't believe, I don't worry about them. Like I feel that what I'm putting out will attract the people that are interested in learning more.
Which would be really ideal for that demographic of women who are
entrepreneurs.
just in that sort of phase where there's a little bit of I'm not really comfortable, I'm not all that happy.
For sure.
There's got to be more out there.
There's more. But, you know, most of us, who are women who are in business or have started their own businesses, we do it for a reason. And mainly, you know, a lot of them is, I want the flexibility of the hours. I have a family at home. I want to be my own boss. I want to, you know, there's all these things that go into it. But our own self has to be nourished, because if your business can be flourishing, but if you're miserable, you've totally missed the mark on it. So it's understanding your personal and business have to be meshed together. We are one. And you know, as entrepreneurs, we don't leave our job and go home at 5 o'clock and shut down the computer and go on, right? No. Our mind is always going. We're always thinking about stuff, but that can also have a toll on us. And so I find that the dream boards, for me especially, really give me that boost of like, why am I doing this? It all goes down deeper. So I find that it's really fascinating to me, all the parts of a person that go into behind what they're creating.
I want to thank you, Jenny, for coming by and sharing those wonderful thoughts about the energy in the universe and attracting the things that you want, and doing some of that through the powers of dream boards.
Thank you.
It was really great having you.
Thanks for having me.
And I hope that the viewers enjoyed it. I'm Lorraine Croston, and this is this edition of Let's Face It.